The DSWD is looking into allegations that a supposed cult in Surigao del Norte is getting cuts from government assistance given to their members. Fuel subsidy distribution can now resume after Comelec declares it exempted from the ban on election spending. Moves against offshore gaming operators get a boost from the Senate as lawmakers approve a report recommending the expulsion of POGOs. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. 8 minors have filed complaints against Socorro Bayanihan Services, an alleged cult in Surigao del Norte. Cases filed include kidnapping, serious illegal detention, and violation of the anti-child marriage law. The National Bureau of Investigation and the Philippine National Police are now looking into the charges, while the Justice Department is also closely following developments.
Ganito mga kulto kasi common dyan eh. Di ba meron pang tayong ibang insidente dyan kung saan pinasok ng pulis ang isang isla na ganun din ang naging problema dati. Kaya hindi ito bago sa ating pagkaalam. Ito lang, yung mga may bago na naman nagsusulputang mga balita, ito talaga alarming na talaga na it's about time that lahat tayo mga Pilipino mag-raise tayo ng awareness.
Meanwhile, the VP of the Socorro Bayanihan Services reiterated that they are a cultural organization, not a cult. The group has also denied all accusations of abuse, welcoming any investigation into their activities.
Definitely wala po, fabricated yan. Yung mga parents ng mga bata na sinasabi nandito sa amin, how can they allow their children to be molested, to be raped? Handa po kami, handang-handa. Handa kami. Maski anong forum, kaya if possible, they come and find out para ma-interview nila yung mga parents.
Meanwhile, the Social Welfare Department is also investigating movements of the Surigao del Norte group. This is on the back of reports that the Socorro Bayanihan Services is collecting the cash grants of its members. These include the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program or 4Ps and assistance to individuals in crisis situations or AICS. If this proves to be true, Senator Risa Ontiveros said the government might be funding a cult. The DSWD has vowed to verify the report and check the well-being of their beneficiaries in the area. Moving on, the 2 activists supposedly kidnapped by the state forces have been reunited with their families after their release. On Tuesday, Jonila Castro and Jed Tamano appeared to have been blindsided authorities when they revealed they were taken by the military in the NTF-LCAC's very own press conference. Earlier, state officials claimed that 2 surrendered willingly in Bulacan after leaving the communist movement. But according to Tamano and Castro, they were abducted by soldiers in Orion, Bataan on September 12. They added that they were coerced into signing an affidavit that said they turned themselves in.
Ang totoo po dinukot kami ng mga militar sa Kainangban. Napilitan din kami na sumurrender. Dahil pinagbantaan yung buhay namin, yun po ang totoo.
So wala naman po kami sa bundok, hindi po kami armado, tapos dudukotin niyo po kami. Ano pong karapatan niyo para gawin yun?
70th Infantry Battalion Commander Lieutenant Colonel Ronel de la Cruz denied knowledge of the supposed abductions and affidavit. The NTF-LCAC is standing by the Army's account of events.
Klaro naman po, initip pa nga po nila yung salaysay nila. Wala po kami ron. Ginuhaan po sila ng salaysay.
Public drivers and operators hurting from oil price hikes will no longer have to wait for some reprieve. Comelec says the fuel subsidy program is not covered by the election spending ban. Comelec virtually gave the land bank the go signal to resume the fuel aid payout after it approved the Transport Department's petition for exemption. The election spending ban prohibits the distribution of public funds for social welfare projects from September 15 to October 30, in time for the barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections. The fuel credits were only given out starting September 13 with 1.36 million transport workers as target beneficiaries. We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Senator Risa Hontiveros renews the call for China to pay billions in environmental damages in the West Philippine Sea. In a statement, Hontiveros said the compensation will help the country as it faces an economic downturn. She noted that this is not the first time the Philippines will seek reparations since China has been engaged in destructive activities in the past. Meanwhile, the Justice Department wants to file cases against China. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla will seek the guidance of Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin on what action to take. Recently, the Philippine military released footage of alleged coral harvesting in Rosul Reef.
Tingin ko naman, we will pursue these cases against China. The Department of Justice was given a briefing already. on this matter. Kaya alam namin itong pangyayaring ito. The matter is ripe for the filing of a case in international tribunals.
Philex Mining Corporation Chairman Manny Pangilinan says mining is not the enemy, poverty is. During the Mining Philippines International Conference and Exhibition, MVP explained that mining brings employment opportunities to thousands of Filipinos and contributes to the economy. He also emphasized the huge potential of the industry as long as the extraction of natural resources is both responsible and sustainable.
Yes, mining can be a threat to sustainability, but it also enables green technology to flourish. And because mining also offers jobs and profits, it presents the additional benefit of uplifting lives and welfare of our people. I'd be the first to admit that our industry has to level up when it comes to sustainability practices and standards. But the mistakes of a few should not lead to the notion that the whole is wrong. An industry should not be judged based on its worst members.
Let's now take a look at today's other top stories. Senator Win Gatchalian has received enough votes for his recommendation to expel offshore gaming operators from the Philippines. According to Gatchalian's report, which was signed by 10 senators, revenues garnered from POGOs do not offset negative impacts like crime. The PNP has reported over 4,300 POGO-related crimes since 2017. The House has removed a key provision in the proposed pension reform for military and uniformed personnel, or MUPs. Under the revised bill, those in active duty will no longer be required to contribute to their retirement fund. Only new entrants will remit 9% of their salary to the pension system, with the national government contributing 12%. The tweaked measure also allows the president to adjust pensions during adverse economic conditions. PNR trips are resuming from Calamba to San Pablo, Laguna and Lucena to San Pablo. Trips in the Calamba-San Pablo route reopens later at 6:30 p.m. while the Lucena-San Pablo reopened at 5:50 p.m. Tomorrow, September 21, trips on the said routes will be back to normal. In sports, hardcourt veteran L.A. Tenorio is now cancer-free according to his coach Tim Cone. Cone said Tenorio's last PET scan in Singapore showed he no longer has the big C. Teniente was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in March, prompting him to put his basketball career on hold. But now Tenorio has been cleared to practice again. This means he could suit up for Ginebra for the new PBA season. At the moment, Teniente is part of Cone's coaching staff as an assistant for Gilas. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.